Alright. Good evening, folks. Let's do stream 2 of the DLC. Last night went pretty good. Oh, and missiles ready. Yeah, I just showed up, you know, you gotta give me a sec. I haven't even done my intro. Missile, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope y'all are doing well. Goodbye to anyone that is not looking for any DLC spoilers. Oh, it's an honor. Hey, Missile, how you doing? How's the stream? We start now? Well, I had started. In my defense, I had started. I just hadn't done the intro. I literally just flipped up the camera. Hope you're doing well, Missile. Reviving, playing some tactical Rage Twisters. Hell yeah. It's one game. Alright. When we last left off, when we last left off, we had just gotten through the botanical garden and got the key, got some claws, and that's about it. So let's push onwards and see what's going on. Oh wait, you know what? I forgot where our key was used for. The gate, like over here, maybe. Ah, that. The Barnum. That's nice. Surely they don't have another clown boss or something. Ooh. Looks more like a satanic ritual occurred here than any mere, like, puppet uprising, I'm not gonna lie. A cutscene? Oh. Using this song is cheating. As a basis for anything, I should say. The opening of that song is like straight out of Vods Winter. Alright. Oh wait, no, this is not Vods Winter. La Cormosa or something? There's some play on that song. Who is this? Is this the legendary stalker? Some heavy breathing.
That bastard. I'll kill him.
Interesting cutscene to show us there.
This can't be. Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
Man, am I good or what? Like, am I not just like, or maybe, okay, maybe the story of this was really obvious, but like, come on. I called it way before they revealed it. Just saying. Honestly, nah, I dislike frilled V's, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna wear that.
Hello. Rosora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend?
Oh. Hi, Rosari.
Hello.
Or Rosara.
Rosora wants to be your friend. Rosora wants to be free. But I need my shoes to do that. Please. I will wait for you here. Rosora was locked in a birdcage. I don't know how long I was there.
Okay.
A white butterfly woke me up and freed me. And I
Yeah,
followed the white butterfly
so she was in
all
the
way
cage.
here.
It was at the top of the
But I
botanical
lost my
garden.
shoes while I was running. I have a precious friend. We played all the time. Rosora wants to see her. I want to go back to Please. Please help. I will wait for you.
The doll is haunted? What a mean thing to say. The doll has done nothing wrong.
Oh, the carnival garden. The tram station's that way. I think it's our best chance of getting out of here.
Do zoos normally have a carnival? I've never been to a zoo that has a carnival, I'm not gonna lie. What was that aim? This is hard to aim. What? Like, look at this. This is wildly inaccurate. Needs a reticle? Yeah, this is terrible. It's fine, I got 4 left. There we go. Give me our reward. A royal flower tea set. Can only be sold. Okay. Been to zoos with Ferris wheels, but a whole carnival is a lot, right? Oops. Let's lose the sawtooth wheels. No one needs those. Well, if they give a reticle, it'd be too easy. Let's be real. Shortcut, I assume? Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really quite sure what the plot is at this point. When we got, I guess there's still some mad... Until I received regarding the ambush by the legendary soccer priority change. Temporarily suspend the search for Lady Marchiona's small puppet. Prepare for legendary soccer's attack. So are we just following her footsteps then? Oh. You know, it's kind of weird. I've never lived anywhere where the ice is solid enough that I would actually trust walking on it. Ow. he broke his thing. This weapon definitely doesn't have a ton of stagger damage, I'll say that much. That's all that's down there? There should be a butterfly somewhere. Legion caliber? Alright, sure. My off chance we get more Legion arms, can't hurt. I'm guessing they only added the 2 though. Oh, you look friendly. That is that who I think it is? It is. Ow. Okay. Alright. So that's the Carriage Master, the first the tutorial boss. Parade Master, I don't know. Are we having a parade? No. Not at all. No parades here. Just miserable death. So violent. I like that they've kind of switched up the like original fight here. It's not the same fight. Okay. Carnival coin. What are these used for? Hey, Cindy. Used to activate carnival attractions. I see. Interesting. Clown circus. You need a carnival coin? Sure. What you got? Is that gonna open the door? Oh goody. This can only end well. Is this whack-a-mole? Damn it. Okay, I don't think that went very well. 4 lights lit up. Okay, can I try again? Let's try this again. Okay. So I think I'm supposed to get 12 points? Good thing you had the sight with all that range. Now I keep missing. It's not working. Wait, am I only supposed to hit the red ones? No. Oh, is that the number of rounds remaining? Oh, I won. I don't understand. Cool. Oh my god, that's huge. Oh, anyway, I guess it's kind of horrifying to kill someone with that, not gonna lie. Okay, let's see, what we got? Clown knockdown. Oh no. It's fine. I got this. Ow. Claws, so fun to use. Not sold. Bullshit. What? Yeah. What? There we go. Hey, not too bad, actually. Okay, well, that's kind of useless, but you know. At least it didn't take any carnival coin to activate that, so. I think maybe the most, or the biggest learning curve with the claws is going to be the basic heavy attack, if anything. Oh, I can't go on the, oh, I can't. Nope, I can't. Never mind. There's that up there. How come those puppets in charge of the carnival game prizes didn't get the puppet disease? I don't have the puppet disease. Well, how do I get up there? Oh, yeah, but that's because you're special. Oh, okay. How convenient. Maybe you gotta enter from the other side or something. I'm really not seeing interest in this. When you ride the carousel. Honestly, I thought we could, but I'm struggling to find a way out, so no? Oh shit, it's a person.
If it isn't a stalker. Play act. Meanwhile, I have chosen instead to simply look upon this ruined world from this grand... But this situation really... Well, either way. No.
Anything good? When locked on a target, changes the dodge motion to a roll. Good lord. Howdy, Rob. Are you doing well? Why is this so expensive? There's no way that's one use consumable is worth that much. I'll buy a key, I guess. And I guess I'll buy this as well.
That is a key. Yeah. I assume a member of the but only a fool or a lunatic. So, no.
Okay. I have no idea. Hi, friends.
Now, be our guest. Step right up and do your best.
Okay, I guess let's open the shortcut first. Alright, what do you got? I need a carnival coin. I have a carnival coin. That is easy. Oh, I guess this is like a reward mechanism for your carnival coins. Strange. Zoo tram station key.
We'll need the key. I saw something earlier at the top of the carousel that caught my eye. But how to get up there? The Ferris wheel. That could work, right?
Thanks, Jiminy. I appreciate your elucidating of the current issue. Where would I be without you? I got Wolverine claws? I didn't.
That's the ticket. Land your best moves. And
Did I go in here? Oh, no, I did not. Okay, Carnival Prize announcement. Prize Puppet special stage. Demonstrate your dance moves and showcase your talent. Special prize awaits. Insert a Carnival coin for a surprise gift. Oh, okay. An inactive mechanical organ. Insert coin to activate. I know I should watch, but I'm waiting for something like sneak up on me while I'm looking at it.
Oh, now that's what I call a dance number. Come on, let's see your best moves.
What a ripoff. Okay, fine. I don't know how to emote in this game.
now, be our guest. Step right up and do your best.
Does anyone know how to emote?
Festival lights all aglow. Just have fun and go with the flow.
On a rock, I have no idea.
Don't go back. That's the ticket. Land your best moves and really stick it.
Put it in your hotbar. In like a belt slot? Oh my god. What do I get? Tap dance?
Stage is set. Now, be okay.
Honestly, not bad tap dancing. Strategist amulet. Okay. What we got? Increases weapon attribute damage buildup. And I don't really understand what that means, but cool. Do I have any other dances? No, not really. Okay, cool. Good talk. I go back over there anyway. That's kind of cute. This area already has so much more life in it than all the other areas, which might be the point, but it makes it more fun to experience, I would say. I'm having way more fun with this DLC's like level design than any area in the base game by a pretty wide margin. you got? Give me a Carnival coin. Alright, sure, I got a lot of those. Knocked out any bosses? I'm 2 bosses deep in the DLC. I'd say they're solid bosses, like, that really didn't... The first boss was, like, good, well-telegraphed boss, with a bit of a camera issue because the arena was too small. The second boss... It's hard to describe the second boss, but the second boss was like a more major boss fight. Wasn't too hard or anything, but pretty respectable. I'd say like they're both solid bosses. Nothing I'm gonna write home about, but nothing painful either, you know? Oh, no, I don't want these guys. Woo, woo. Oh, I thought he capped at 3, but I guess not. Oh, nope, nope. Nope, nope, no, okay. Having a bit too much fun throwing around. Ow. Ow. Man, this weapon just says no stagger damage. It's kind of awkward. Which is probably fine against bosses, because bosses you generally don't rely on boss staggers that much, but against these regular enemies, normally my strategy is I just kill them, or I do heavy attacks, stagger them, and then they die, you know? That's my normal, strategy for, like, heavier normal enemies that is kind of not working very well. The bully approach, exactly. If they don't get to do anything, then the enemy won't be so bad. I do appreciate how varied the attacks are with this weapon. Like, this is the running heavy attack, whereas this is the running light attack. Like, okay, I can still go in, which is nice. You know what? Fine, we'll just play range with range. I have no shame. Also probably would have helped if I had more heals. Ooh, no, you don't. Oh, that was close. Overheat. Okay. Oh. Cheat. Oh, wow. Oh, what the? Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. I thought last time I just ran away from that and it was fine, but I guess not. Oh, well, I guess if we don't aggro all of them, I don't need to deal with them. Words of wisdom. Don't aggro the enemy, you don't have to bother with the enemy. Okay, alright. It's fine, it's fine. Third time's a charm. This doesn't do incredible damage, does it? Oh my god, I got caught on the stupid railing there. Let's play it a bit safe. Oh. No, you don't. Well, I'm not on fire. Oh. I parried those. Why am I on? Ow. Oh man, that does a lot of damage. Good lord! This guy does not suck attacking. I'm starting to think these claws are not very good. One sec. I'm pretty sure. But they're so cool. Are they? I don't know if they're that cool. And I feel like heavy weapons are so nice against... Like, in this game, heavy weapons are king against the regular enemies, or like, heavier hitting weapons, I should say. And then it's... Oh, that's weird. It's the light weapons that excel against the bosses. That's kind of the big difference. Ow. Oh wow, he just power armor that. But maybe this thing is just incredibly tanky. And stagger resistant. That's always possible. Uh-oh. Ow. I'm trapped in here. Ow. Oh, come on. Terrible. Yeah, maybe this thing just does not stagger at all. You know what? Maybe the claws weren't so bad after all. This thing is not staggering in the slightest. Good lord. How was Emberleaf? Emberleaf was good. It had some interesting mechanisms. Good theming. Fun artwork. Alright, we'll go back to the boss. There's something new, if nothing else. Some folks at the table dealt with a bit of analysis paralysis. I wouldn't say I had any great difficulties in that regard, so. What was interesting? So the core idea of the game is that on your turn you are either playing cards into one of two rows, or sliding all of the cards in both of those rows in a sequential pattern. And cards had win plate effects, slide effects, and it created a very interesting dynamic where, oh my god, I think I just want to run next to him when he does that. Where, like, there were you had to balance your cards, because you had a limited number of card plays. You could only had 6 slots where you could play cards into, and when those are full, you have to do a slide. And so, what at least happened in our first play was that, you know, the card play effects were more readily available and obviously useful, because they were like, immediately do this, right? But then when you filled up on those, you are, well, your stack is full, you know? You have to do a slide and adjust accordingly, and that can cause some problems, because there are goals in the game that basically want you to do like the same action twice at the same time. Now that's only possible with the 2 slide effects that have you do that action. However, like, even if you have those, you have to have both of those effects trigger at the same time, which turns out to be easier said than done. So it creates like an interesting timing dilemma, I would say, within the game itself. Ow. Generally, like, reasonably balanced in that regard, I would say. So it's just a good action mechanism where it's one of those where technically on your turn you only have two things that you can do. You can either play a card or slide your cards, but it's obviously a lot more complex than that in terms of actually choosing what you're going to do. Oh, shit. That's what you did? Oh man, he recovers from that so fast. There we go. Finally got a stagger. How do you beat? Oh my God. Really? That killed me? The fact that I also was out of range on that claw attack was bullshit. That's crazy. Ay. This is pain. Vikings of the West Kingdom did a simpler version of that. Yeah. It's not like the most original action system, but having it be an all-encompassing thing, I'd say, is in the game. They basically expounded upon that idea, I would say. I generally like the idea. You know, you have a limited pool of cards. The cards allow you to do actions. The actions aren't available when you have cards down. That would make... Whoa, okay, alright, I can't circle around him when he's against the wall like that. Bro, oh my god, that is insane damage for something that turns so fast. Hi, bees. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been well. It's been a bit. I need to focus up. I've died more to this dude than I've died to any of the bosses or anything else in this DLC so far. And it's mostly because I'm not actually approaching it like a boss, and I'm being very lazy and uninterested in what it is doing, and it's turning out to not work out very well when you do this. You're going through a midlife crisis. Hopefully you come out for the better of it on the other side. Seems like running away from him is the best strategy to not deal with that. Ow. Good lord. Once he hits you with one, you're actually just locked into that. Wow, he can just randomly combo you on that thing as well. Oh, what? He has a grab? Huh? Since when? Can you stagger things? Thank you. That should be As you'll see then, overall I'm pretty positive on it. This enemy's a pain in the ass. Finally. Overall I'd say I'm pretty positive on the DLC. It's been a good time for the most part. The areas have been quite a substantial improvement. At least in terms of having a bit of life to them. What did I get on these? Yep. So a lot worse fire, but more electric blitz and acid. Sure, why not? Who cares? Why do I have zoomer hair now? What are you talking about? Ow. What? What just killed me? I have no idea how I just said. That's not a broccoli cut? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about my character? Like Carlos? I don't even know what a broccoli cut is, but you know. Yes, that is a hat. What sort of hairstyle even is this? This would be closer to like an afro or something.
Even this place was prettier and happier back in the day.
What am I doing here? Oh, getting off you. Zoo tram station. Oh, okay. I think I know where that goes. And that gets us onto the carousel. Which conveniently has a... I think it's kind of funny if we took damage if those hit us, but you know. Oh, we do. Alright, they might have this carousel a bit fast, guys. This is ridiculous. Your head not remembering the halal mode? Oh, the roasteries, okay. Interesting. Did not expect to find those here. Oh, thanks. There we go. I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay, well then, I guess since we have those, I can go get them to the puppet. What was my favorite amusement park ride? What qualifies as an amusement park? Ignoring your query about nose length? What? Oh. Sorry, Max. I didn't even see your question. My bad. Hope you're doing well.
I need my shoes to be... Oh! You found my...
Anything. State fairs count?
Now I can run! I can dance! I can go anywhere! I can go back to the Rose Estate! You gave me back my freedom. So here's a present. For you. It's called Rizora's treasure.
How nice.
No matter where I end up, I'll remember you. The friend who helped free Rizora. I'll go to the Rose Estate now. With each step the shoes and I take, I'll think of you. My new friend.
Wow. Maybe a bit too attached there already, okay? A child's drawing that looks very old. Creepiest puppet 2025? Wasn't that creepy? What are you talking about? He's very charming. You know what else looks very old? What's that? I don't remember where the store was, to be honest. Ah, here it is. Never mind, you don't want to finish that. No, no, please. Go ahead. Don't hold back on our account.
Hello? Is someone there?
Uh-oh.
You there? I hear you. Can you help an old blind lady? This easel before me, it's not supposed to be empty, is it? Do you see a painting on the ground? It's mine. Pick it up and give it to me.
You know, you could be a bit nicer about it.
Even though I can't see, I can... It is very precious to me.
Was that Adele?
Since losing my sight, this piece has given me courage. I'm sure you
What?
would love to hear my story. Once, I was a high-ranking alchemist.
Oh, I don't like the
with
alchemists
a
very
dream
much.
and a purpose. I dedicated my life to the cause of human evolution. Unfortunately, I suffered an accident in the laboratory. The incident damaged my eyes. I could
Oh,
no longer
oops.
work.
Shit. Collateral damage.
But
I
the
completely
accident
missed. Missile
Turned
there.
out to be a blessing.
I've had these. One sec. I
Stumbling
got
in
you.
the dark.
Don't worry.
I found a painting that revealed the path of truth through art.
Look, I time people out
What
with
do
my
you
left
think?
hand, so you
What
gotta
do
cut
you
me
see
some
when you
slack.
look
I'm
at
not
my
the most
painting?
accurate sharpshooter here.
What? A ridiculous statement. A blank. Leave my presence.
Tough luck. Accept the truth. You probably deserved it. Nah. Don't worry. If you actually deserve it, I assure you I will time you out. Guess we see where the tram goes? Answer to my favorite amusement park ride. Assuming you include theme parks, I mean, any theme park that has like the spinning raft that goes down a river, and you know, you're just with dips and you randomly get wet and you're basically playing a mini game of who gets the most wet. I think those are incredibly amusing. Big fan of those. I don't know exactly what they'd be called, but something rapids? Sure, yep, that works. Guess we're going this way. So where are we now? We were at Krot Zoo. I assume we're in some level of Krot Zoo. You know what? For the sake of the DLC, let's see if we can clip through this elevator. Because you certainly can in the base game. Doesn't look like it. A lot higher than Fort Knox. I respect that.
Hotel Krot. I know, I still can't believe it myself. This must be before the grand opening.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Why did he have to say something? God damn it. Do you know how fucking how cool it would have been when I walk out here? I'm like, wait, this looks familiar. Like, that would have been like such a good moment. And instead, before you even have a chance to get somewhere that you actually recognize, Gemini just spoils the plot. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell? Why did he say something? That would have been such a good moment. That is actually gotta be one of the most annoying sentences from any character in any video game. I am so incensed that Jiminy just spoiled that. Absolutely incensed. Anyway, are you time traveling? Yes. Upgrade core. Upgrade core to further amplify the abilities of the P organ. You can upgrade the P organ and the activate P organ at menu. Okay. Oh, that's just change the shape of your hair. Good luck. P organ will amplify specific quartz effects. Certain upgrades will amplify quartz effects will instead provide additional effects. How do I do that? Oh, here. Interesting. These are like all the ones I've used at some point. Sure. That's kind of neat. It's interesting that it uses the same resource. I don't mind that. Repair the piercing grindstone. Repair the cutting grindstone. Okay, so it's nice that we now I don't have to change timelines to do this stuff, I guess. Right, who do we have here? Is this gonna be, what's her name?
Well.
Nope.
A stalker. Or so I... And yet your face is unknown to me. But no matter. Ignorant fools say that we are adversaries, but in truth...
I know that voice.
Is not that hostile. I do so look forward to working with you. Have you something to say?
Okay.
Red hair? Why didn't you say so? If you're looking for the legendary stalker, you should just come out with it. But... help her? Yes, she was here. Simply said she had... Perhaps she's gone to slay that... poor... There's a reason they say...
Anything
Ignorant
else?
fools I do so.
About Romeo.
Oh! The
Yes.
sidekick. He could be the reason she's been so,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I beg your pardon. Are you, a word to the wise, the Monad Charity House? If you're looking for the legendary... Well...
Okay. Cool. Yep. Sure. The lift back there? Yep, of course. Makes sense. Did they ever explain why everyone wears a mask? Yeah, so this is around the timeline when Carlo was still alive. But I don't think that's gonna last.
Oh, goodness. Let me introduce you. You'll be your luck as a merchant.
Is this? Yeah, okay, so this is the wolf equivalent, sure. Ancient Dis. For various goods. Ooh, okay, now we're talking. A bell collar, a gift for cats, great adventure mask. Interesting. We'll definitely buy that, and we'll take a great adventure mask, I guess. Wow, that is tacky. Looks like... Y'all ever see that really questionable movie? Like, old superhero movie? What was it? Phantom or something? He's just got, like... You know, all these old movies where they just have, like, a small mask covering their face, and no one can recognize them? You've seen many questionable movies? Yeah, very fun. Hi, Cat. How's it going? Anything else going on up here? That cat's fur texture is so weird. Wow. First thing you talk about. Brutal. Oh, this is the stupid tree. I assume this door doesn't go anywhere. Oh, it does. Oh, Black Rabbit hole key. Oh, shit. Okay. What's Black Rabbits were working at this time? Oh, good. We can equip. Perfect. Well, we're kind of using claws like she was, so... Or, guess that works. The Assyrian reveal was so much more awe-inducing than the hotel. Do what? He die hard after the third one? That was Assyrian? I know. I'm the one that pointed out that I knew the voice. What's that have to do with anything? Well, yeah, and the hotel reveal was garbage because some character decided to spoil it before we got to the most memorable part. But also, when I hear a voice I know, I think, oh, cool, and then move on. I don't really care that it's the same voice actor or anything. So, I wouldn't say I'm like, oh my god, it's the same voice actor. Woo! This is looking more built out than when I was here last. That's right, it was. Oh, shit, yeah, I know, yeah. this was kind of a ruined facility with some random zombies and red lights. That's kind of neat. I like what they've done choice-wise with where we've gone here with the DLC.
Did you hear that? Could that be Leia?
What?
No one in our time knows how she disappeared or how she died. Even if she died.
And that's one of the
Here's hoping it's
bosses.
got nothing to do with this deeply disturbing alchemist facility.
Of course. Damn it. I was so happy with the zoo enemies. They were so fun. Oh, you're new. Which seems like a bad idea to walk into. Yep. Okay. Lesson learned. Not gonna bother. Ow. Okay, they're doing some work there. Time to use a CG or think of saging. Interesting. I don't know if I hear a ton of abbreviations for saging, to be honest. Or like see a ton. Like obviously saging is commonly, or is not like a new thing. Maybe I'm just not thinking of it. Why does every condition in this game do damage over time, basically? You don't know what saging is missing? Have I ever considered using a black light as your ambient stream lighting? No, I have not considered that. Is there a reason I should consider that? Have you specifically still set removed from where code is initially written? You'd call that local? Yeah, I mean, you have you have your local branch, then you push to your dev branch. This is where a lot of testing occurs, right? I would say. And then when it's in the development branch, then you will have obviously your you have prod, and I am blanking so hard on the in-between name right now. I don't know why. I use it constantly. Whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. Basically like your quality QA, quality assurance. Oh my god, I just got murked. You don't think bees knows what I'm talking about? So you have four primary development environments. You have your local, which is just like some cursory thing you have on your local machine in order to run these processes. Okay. You have development branch. This is generally going to have it's going to run things in some regard, I would say. after that, and that's where like a lot of testing occurs. Oh, interesting. Okay. Then you have your QA branch. This is, you know, last chance to back out before it gets pushed to a prod, and prod is production, and this is, well, then some change has been made that has made its way to production. There you go. Frozen Shatter. Okay. Yeah, it is. I have to... Maybe I can find something that turns off the ice at some point. I think that's the general gist of it. In, like, very straightforward terms. Don't know if I'm forgetting something, but... yeah, that should get you pretty far in terms of understanding. These guys have very small health bars. I kind of like that, or appreciate that. Oh, shit. Didn't see this before. Oh, this way. Oh, this is terrible. That's where I died down there. Don't mind me, just your usual Souls-like platforming section. Can I just say, it is so amazing a bridge has not broken out underneath me so far in this playthrough. That is just mind-boggling. This one, there's another enemy that kind of killed me. Is that what killed me over there? And maybe that guy in the distance was the one that did all the damage. Mind-boggling, right? Yeah, I think we don't need to deal with that. Did I check this before? I don't think so. Or is this where I came from in the first place? Wait. What is Skong? Silk Song. Skong is Silk Song. Sequel to Hollow Knight. Widely anticipated sequel. Why? Why to which question? whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, found it. I was trying to find that thing, but fucking a machine gun spitter was not really what I was anticipating. Oh, there you go. There we go. And that does a lot more damage than its drops would suggest. You don't remember Hollow Knight getting 1/10 of the hype as Silksong? Well, it's kind of hard for a developer's first game to get as much hype as their second game, I'm just gonna say. They hadn't made anything before, and so yeah, it's unsurprising that it did not get as much hype, considering no one had heard of them. Like, people, it got some Kickstarter. It was one of the big Kickstarter games, right? It had a good chunk. It had a reasonable following. I can't pretend otherwise. But it definitely was not on the level. Like, Hollow Knight is one of the most well-known indie games out there, I'd say. Oh. Tons of people that haven't, or have played Hollow Knight. You mean the first game in general, during its life cycle, not its inception? Really? Hollow Knight is massively great. It's one of the most well-known indie games around. It's probably similar in terms of, like, scope of popularity. It's, like, up there with, like, Celeste or something in terms of, like, oh, that's why I can't dodge. My God. Problem started when they stopped communicating with the fan base. And I disagree. I think the problem started when they communicated early. If they had just not communicated, then I think they would have been perfectly fine. Man, what do you think are the most well-known? Of course it is, but Silksong is an impossible expectation to live up to. Sure. What does that have to do with anything? Your statement was simply, you know, Hollow Knight wasn't as popular as Silksong's hype would suggest. I disagree. I think Hollow Knight is an incredibly popular game. And that is what I was answering to. This has no bearing on the quality of Silksong. I think Silksong is most likely going to be a perfectly fine Metroidvania. Oh, it's probably going to be good, but there is no game in the world that can live up to the hype and expectations that have been presented upon it.
I'd say the deceased was an alchemist. A high-ranking one, too. Could be the warden. Even he fell to the legendary stalker in a single blow. So, no warden, no control. Would explain all the chaos here.
Most well-known indie games: Celeste, Hollow Knight, yeah, Slay the Spire works. Hades? Is Hades indie? They're a full studio. I don't know. I guess it depends on if you count, like, AA or whatever. Like, I know some folks that, say, or have said, or have foolishly said that Baldur's Gate 3 is an indie game. Like, hell no. Hell no. Undertale? Oh yeah, Undertale. Honestly, that game slips on my radar in these sorts of questions because I've never played it and don't even remember it exists. Stardew? Is Stardew of the most well-known indie games? I don't know. God, I literally cannot press a button. I was true comboed by 2 enemies. Bro, it was a true combo. I could not press a single button. From full health, I was true combo. V6, Braid. Oh yeah, Braid was really big for sure. Fez, I think Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy, that's a good one. I mean, who said anything about nowadays? But in terms of these rankings or opinions, I don't care. It's known nowadays in terms of like how big they were. Or in more most, like if a lot of those, if you said the name, I think they'd be reasonably well known. And what a run back though, that is brutal death. I haven't really found any shortcuts either. What? That's probably about to hit a shortcut, so that's rough. Ow. Undertale and Stardew seems like they'd be the most recognized by languages. That is crazy. Oop. Uh-oh. Who put Stardew there with Undertale? But I don't know. I feel like Undertale was 1,000 times bigger than Stardew, but maybe I certainly do not have much. Well, I don't have much association with either game, so. Terraria? That's a good one. Why? I don't understand. It's like these, maybe it's just these claws, but they have, I'm trying to attack after them and they're just going so slow. Stardew still has music concerts to this day. That doesn't mean anything. In terms of like how widely known it is to the common person. It can just be a very popular, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a reasonable thing, but I think, I'm just saying, at least in terms of cultural impact, fans love that stuff. Sure, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's certainly had its time in the limelight, I'd say. What the hell are you? Did I not take this before? Sorry, is the benefit of years of content, or is Undertale's more of a pop hit? It was a pretty big pop hit.
No! Say, spare me. I heard she was to think. I tried to kill her. Good thing I failed. Failed a stalker. Gone. Wait. But it was a trap. But that's over. They're gone.
Well, I wanted to help him, but guess not. Those are a shortcut. That's nice to find. The average person on the street probably wouldn't know Undertale, and you're saying they'd know Stardew? Probably not Stardew either. No, like, by virtue of being indie, I think the average person on the street wouldn't know any of them, so. That's where I died, yeah. Candy Crush or something a few years ago. Yeah, like... if your criteria is simply the average person on the street would know it, I think you're never going to really get indie. Is Angry Birds indie? I don't know. When it comes to mobile games, it comes a bit weird, I'd say. Oh, good. Butterfly. Yeah, there it is. Definitely not putting butterflies in a room devoid of enemy, that's for sure. Oh, nice. Full moonstone? Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. Where can I go? This way? Well, this is where, like, Marciano was doing all of the horrific experiments to things. Fuck. Oh, well, at least we got a shortcut, so. Retapped? Well, that's not surprising in this game. This game doesn't really respect your health bar at all. Really? Okay, let's just do a quick jog here. Do I want you to let me know if I'm missing a weapon or cool item? Sure. I assume by virtue of you asking this that I have missed a weapon or cool item. A 2 hit. Great. Wonderful. Awesome. And yet again, they put the ergo refresher, or not ergo drop when you die inside the boss arena. Alright. I never want to hear a single person say, oh, this game has so much nice Souls-like quality of life ever again. By the way, Cindy, just telling me I've missed something cool does not help me, as I am not going to wander through the entirety of the facility again in the hopes of finding this one cool thing. Just an FYI. Why'd they stop doing that? I don't know, because they realized it was stupid and didn't actually do anything. I checked out a Steam Next Fest. Or no, I don't normally check out demos. It did not give me the opportunity to grab that. Okay, there we go. Finished cartridge, alright. Yeah. I wonder if I could have, like, backstab glitched my way through the bars there. And normally in terms of, like, Next Fest or and all these things, generally all I do is
What exactly are the alchemists researching anyway?
watch some streams of people doing it.
For sure.
Because I don't really have much interest in crawling through it myself. And watching those streams is purely I might wishlist this and check back later sort of thing, you know? Okay, sure. Okay, something tells me Veronique is our next boss.
Is that Veronique? She sounds completely insane.
Don't say, Jim.
Leia could be facing off against her this very moment.
Oh, shut
I
up.
bet we can help her. Let's hurry.
Was that in-game? Probably, I don't know. Don't ask me what you're hearing. Ooh, that was close. Ah! Yeah. It's not exactly the prettiest things to look at. Ancient disc? Oh, that's nice. Reminds me, I bought that quartz I haven't spent. Yeah, it's from the enemy dying, I guess. That's where it came from. Okay, sure. Down, go. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that pushes you. Alright. Oh, shit! I'm alive. It's a miracle. Oh, black rabbit key. Nice. That's up. Okay. Not the way I'm going. That's probably death down there. Seems like just the sort of thing. He's probably just trying not to go insane or something. Who knows? Actually, who am I kidding? She probably already is insane. That's what I need. 993. Go. The spending souls and their equivalents from the level up menu to get the exact amount is quite a nice quality.
Will freeze here. This is where we die.
Okay. Told you. Insane. Fun weapon. Looks very much. Oh, I died to fire. Ow. That weapon looks very much not a technique weapon, though. I'm gonna regret not having my range right now.
This is where we die.
Here's a thing to lay there.
Leaves this laboratory.
Ow.
For the sake of craft.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this is just another one of your lies of the human enemies, I guess.
This is where we die.
Ow. Ow.
Leaves this laboratory.
That you're fighting a
For the
goddamn
sake
cloud.
of craft.
Fucking up. Yeah, Cindy, I appreciate that you said, was that in my IRL cam? Like, there's any other cams related to me it could be in, other than the real life one.
Bro. This laboratory. For the sake of craft.
Tired of being comboed by these long-ass attacks that attack so fast that if you get hit by one, you're getting hit by everything.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop.
Guess this is probably just a you should dodge fight.
Alchemist bastard.
Yeah, okay, so that attack just killed you. Okay.
For the sake of craft.
Rude. I think something with a little more distance might be appreciated in the weapon department. Especially against a human foe like this.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop.
Power armor. Too powerful. Which is the same, like, power armor attack.
laboratory. For the sake of craft.
Oh boy. Yet another Lies of P human enemy with insanely fast attacks and quick combos on a very small model. That's still wonderful. I'm glad to see they haven't changed. I was worried, you know, I was like, oh man, the start of this DLC was so promising. They've clearly... Ow. I'm trapped against the wall. I, for some reason, could not move to either side. Wonderful. Because, as per usual, they have objects that you cannot move through even though they are at ankle height. Oh my god.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
That miss. Ow.
I must hold on.
Yeah, so that tag is just death if you're right next to her while she's doing the chart repairing it.
Must hold on.
Oh. Still alive.
Don't lose reason, Veronique. Don't give up. Don't give in.
Are you kidding me? Just interrupted my fuck. Oh my god.
Leave this laboratory. For the sake of
He's already
craft.
trying to dodge and it would not move. Ah, it's wonderful.
All left alive will freeze here.
Not sure if she's weak to
Where we
it.
die.
No.
Leave
Yep.
this
Not much
laboratory.
more.
For the sake of craft.
Ay, ay, ay.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop.
Okay, that's not bad. He just spams that on repeat. Oh, that's what that move?
I must hold on.
I'm dead. Yep.
Leave
Ah,
this laboratory.
Yeah, you did.
For the
That was
sake
a bit
of
greedy on
craft.
my part to go for that attack. I'm gonna lie, but ouch.
All left alive will freeze
I don't think
here.
this acid is doing very much
This
though.
is where we die.
Why not? I like this attack. I think that attack is well telegraphed and kind of fun to time. Ow. Ow. I don't like the shoulder shot
I must hold on.
there. Yeah.
Leave this laboratory.
Eh.
For the sake of craft.
Fucking no. Let's maybe switch grind sets here. What do we got? Weapon slashing attack damage and stagger attack. Interesting. I think this is a slash, I assume. Maybe? How can you tell? Oh yeah, slash. Slash damage.
It burns! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
He has iframes there?
Alchemist bastard! What did your drugs do to me?
Yep, like, he just does that,
For the
and
sake
then
of Krat!
you just die, basically, if you're next to her and you don't parry the first thing. Wonderful.
It burns! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
Aw, no backstab. Lame. I mean, granted, I tend to think backstabbing in a boss fight is a bad sign. That's not the point here. Ah, man.
I must hold on!
The fire was still there? How is fire even lingering on this surface? My god. Yeah, I really don't like this fight. It kind of has most of the same result. It's better than a lot of them in terms of its attacks. I'll give it that. A lot of the NPC fights. Ow. It's still like a very small model with overly fast
For the
attacks, though.
sake of Krat!
I should probably just be dodging, to be honest. Parrying in these things is never worth it. It fits the pattern at least. Good monsters, bad humans. It does, I guess. Why are you saying at least? It's not a good thing that it fits the pattern. It's not. Oh, there is backstab. It just seems to be the end of it. That's not a good pattern to fit in. But yeah, it's actually, as far as I can tell, that's also a true combo. If you get hit by the first thing, you just die. Wonderful. Okay. But at least it's not a new bad pattern. Why is that a good thing? I'd rather them make new mistakes instead of just retread the old ones they could have learned
My
from.
mind's ablaze! Make it stop!
Ow.
Leaves this
Yeah,
laboratory.
she pushed me into the fucking barrel, so you can't move anywhere. Wonderful. Ay. This is terrible. Every time I run into one of these sorts of enemies in this game, I'm always... My patience runs out very fast, I think. That was close. Which isn't a good thing, I'm not saying that is a good thing.
I must hold on!
Like, some of these combos are fun.
I must hold on. I am indomitable.
I did not do that.
Bear the pain.
Wait, why is this boss of so much health? What the hell? Oh, great. She just leaves the fire without any, like, cooldown. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Okay. I think she's weak to electricity. Do I? I don't think I actually have electricity equipped, so never mind. I can probably just do the claws at this point. Ow. They do... Oh, they do less damage. They have a critical rate? What the hell is a critical rate? What? They have a random chance they have critical damage? Why? Why is that a thing? No critical rate in any game has ever been a good thing. Alright, that might be a bit much, but... Look.
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop.
I think I was just traumatized. Okay. So I should clarify. I'm not saying, like, a critical hit system in general is, like, the worst thing ever. But like, low critical rates, I think, are inherently bad. It should either be a build that you can build around to maximize your crit rate or none. I think this comes from the old League of Legends days. In old League of Legends, you used to be able to equip a rune at level 1 that would give you 1% crit chance at level 1. And it turned out that if you do that, if you take that rune, there was a chance you could just win the lane level 1 because you got a random crit. Ow. Of course, it's League trauma. Well, and then there's champions like Trendemir in League who level 1 can get like 35% or 50% crit, and if he just due to his passive, but more accurately, he sometimes hits you with a 10% crit chance, and he can win the lane if he just lucks out on that 10% crit chance twice, for example.
Make it stop!
Just as an example.
Laboratory for the sake of craft.
So, low crit chance in general, I think, is a bad thing because it's wholly unreliable, but can also like really cheapen things. All
left alive will freeze here. This is where we die.
I guess if you backstab her, she doesn't want it.
Hold on.
Shocker, I guess, but. withstand that.
For the sake
It's so
of Kron.
visually unclear when it's hitting you too. It's going so fast. I think maybe you just need a dodge roll.
All left alive will freeze here. This is where
Having
we
to listen to
die.
her scream at the start of every fight isn't helping. Oh. It's that combo.
I must hold on. Leave this laboratory for the sake of Kron.
Yeah. Nah, it's going straight in the gutter with all the other human bosses. Never mind, I take it back. Nothing about these timings is particularly fun. I mean, okay, that's hard. I'm being slightly salty. Just the general, like, pace of the boss, I would say, is very fun.
I must hold on.
Like I said, in terms of the attacks she's doing, there's more interesting ones than, some, like, the really generic ones.
What did your dogs do to me?
Ow. Huh? Excuse me? I somehow missed the claw attack there on the heavy attack.
Lose reason, Veronique. Give up. Give in.
Not great. Another boss with a random massive combo. Surface too. Okay. What does it mean where a health bar is outlined in a line? That's telling you can, if you do a full charge heavy attack, you can stagger them. That's how you stagger in this game.
All left alive will
But it
freeze
requires a full charge heavy
This
attack.
is where we die.
So it's not like in the Souls series where if they are... I wasn't even pressing the guard button. It's like the moment I hit guard, the attack goes through so fast I can't get out. It just holds my guard because the attack happens so fast, I guess. I legitimately press it at start, missed the timing, and then I let go and tried to dodge, and it just guarded the whole way. Oh my, like, I'm sorry, what?
My mind's ablaze. Make it stop. I must hold on.
For some reason I thought it was Aberrating. That's not.
I must hold on.
That's new. Oh, she switched up her moves? That's kind of neat. After I backstabbed her a couple times on that one move. Alright, I like that. That's cool. Oh. Great, so that instead she could just do that move again. Good lord, this is just awful. You know what's so cool? Or I'm gonna reference another boss that has this big that has a big wind-up attack that will just murder you if you are nearby when they use it. Melania. You know what's really cool about Melania? She staggers like a common enemy on every attack. And you know what that promises? That promises that if you do an attack, you have a period to run away if you want to. If you want to play safe, you totally can against Melania. This boss offers no such guarantees. Because it does not stagger against most enemies. Oh, yeah, it's the fire. Can't respond to that.
I must hold on. I am indomitable. Bear the pain. Never surrender.
Ow. Oh, I died to fire. Ah, okay. Didn't I just equip something that lowered my fire resist or something? One sec. Ah, man. Not that. It was this. Yeah, I lowered my fire reduction rate. Yeah, it increased my acid and blitz resist, but not, it lowered my fire. That's very funny of them, to give you a fire boss right after they give you an item that lowers your fire resistance, but it's good against the others. So you naturally think, oh, they're not going to give me an item that's useless, right? That clearly must mean, like, why would this be here if it wasn't useless? Or if it was useless.
No, I must hold on.
Oh, yep, can't respond to that. That's right. Get burned, so I didn't die. That's nice. Oh. What was the last user game rolled? Cassette Beast. There's been too many new titles I want to get to. I haven't gotten it. I own the game.
Don't give up! Don't give in!
Or I purchased it. It's the nonsensical model. Yes, it is. Don't kill me there, please. There we go. Oh my god. We're free. Okay. Oh, we can talk to her.
Forgive me. That drug. Please. I beg of you. The test subject. Created from the legacy. She did pass through here. We were...
Head to the coast. Ah.
I die.
Terrible boss. Get me out of here. Coolant control room console key. You got her outfit. Oh, I'm locked out. God damn it. I just wanted to go rest. Fine, I'll press the button. Sure, that makes sense. Figured something would have to trigger to. Mix it up. Okay. I'm gonna press it. It open now? It did. Alright, so let's go ahead and rest. And then proceed.
Veronique fought until the bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can.
This doesn't surprise me that we're coming back here. That's interesting. Burning fire of questionable substance. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's just take an elevator ride with the gurneys. This elevator is actually pretty big. It wouldn't shock me if we got a fight here. Guess not. Strange. Where does this put us? More thermite. Okay, so this is gonna put us back in this area. I'm guessing now that the frost is clear. Oh, it's Treasure Hunter Alidoro, or whatever his name is. How interesting.
I suppose I should expect to meet strange people. I smell blood on you. Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies.
He kind of sounds different.
Let me
Maybe
get
I'm
this straight.
just forgetting something.
Quite by accident, you found an object. If all that is true, this is a photo. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help. My name is mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy. I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. I'm just someone, but I must hide my identity. I can't rest until I finish investigating the alchemist.
So it looks like this guy died and his identity got taken over.
The rose I have heard whisper, if true. I'm tracking a dangerous relic, the alchemist. But the immense power of that relic, these experiments, if you plan, no matter where you are in this facility.
Okay. Oh, actually. Yeah, do you have anything about the gold?
I consider any... It looks almost human-like, but I'm certain.
Okay.
Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. But a great title such as that comes with many risks. Leia is desperate. It must be even worse for her since she has... Would you like to ask me?
Actually, wait, I do want to hear more about that.
Leia, must you like to... Trouble erupted at the zoo. Leia and Romeo had their own... Regardless, Romeo could handle it. It's possible that this is some old grudge. Leia maintains several places. I'd seek her out. If you find the overseer...
Interesting. I wonder if... What was I saying? I wonder... Oh, hey. Fun. Stuff. Carlo is dead. Like, is that the apprentice that she lost once before? Like, this might just be the death of Romeo here, at play here. And Carlo is already dead. I don't really, to be honest, they probably explained it, but I don't really remember exactly. Don't remember exactly what led to Carlo's demise or when it was, you know? Obviously, we know Romeo will die here. It wouldn't shock me if we kill Leia or something in this. No. They've said too many times how she suddenly vanished without a trace. Well, and no one knows what happened to her. Well, I see a couple solutions here where she gets corrupted by a chimera or something, or like, and becomes one of these monsters and then clear out her misery. That would probably make, that would kind of track with the general theme of this area, I would say. That's the shortcut. Okay, fair enough. Oh, look at these guys. Not fun. That does freeze gun. This seems to be like an early stage of the... Looking at these enemies, right? Obviously, in the main game... we see similar enemies to these. Things that are coming out of the tubes, except they're coming out of like the corrupted pods of the things that corrupted the puppets. This seems to be just in general an early stage of that. This sucks. One sec. Well, this reaches. It does. Perfect. That makes this a hell of a lot easier. Come back there? No? Okay. A lot of enemies here. Oh, no, they grabbed me. Oh, these guys don't decay right now? Strange. I guess these are all icy versions of the ones who fight later. Not exactly sure lore-wise what that would indicate. Huh. Another one of these guys? That's fine. Ow. I don't get iframes when I'm opening that? What? Bullshit. In every Souls-like ever, when you open an object or a chest or a door, you have iframes, and then you have to panic roll after the fact to try to grab the item. That's just common sense. None of this, you have no iframes when you open stuff, bullshit. Fuck. Great, now all the enemies have respawned. Dang. What do you mean you can't use the elevator while enemies are nearby? Excuse me? Why is that a thing? That is crazy. Why the hell can you not use the elevator when enemies are nearby? What? Okay, that I actually take offense to. The previous one was mostly in jest, but that's just stupid. There is no reason to tell the player that they can't use an elevator. I guess I'll take these guys out now because I have to use the goddamn elevator. That's really weird. That's good. There we go. Area's clear. Oh, you know what I should do? I should open up the shortcut. That way if I die again, I can just ignore that section. I really like the dash heavy attack on these claws. It's very satisfying. It seems pretty good, to be honest. Oh, it's behind it. The weak point is behind it. No wonder I didn't find it last time. There we go. Okay. Sheesh. Oh, I'm happy I came back and took that guy out. Quartz is a pretty good reward. Genius pocket watch. Can only be sold. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So they're really pushing for the collectibles that you can exchange for stuff on the DLC. Or that was largely relegated to very specific things, I feel like, in base game.
I think our test subject is behind that door. Where else could it be? Nerves of steel, buddy. Right now, let's...
There's not even a boss thing. Oh. Okay. Use the horn to request cooperation from the cracker. Ow. Oh, I guess they didn't give you a boss summoning thing because you can summon the, or a tracker. That wasn't a very good attempt, I admit. That was bad. Granted, I didn't actually think there was going to be a boss fight because there wasn't a boss summoning thing, so I'll cut myself some slack there. Alright, now we have to run past everything again. The nice thing is I think the shortcut is means I don't have to take the elevator, which will be nice. Because it's back here is the shortcut. They've done a much better job mitigating runbacks in the DLC. There's basically been none. So, nice. You love to see it. Was a grab, I think. I think that technically qualified as a grab, as hard as it was. Oof, I'll leave a mark. Ran past the shortcut again. Wow, it really blends in there. My brain is not computing it. Oh, well, they put the souls outside the boss gate this time. How interesting. I should probably dodge that last one. Oh shit. Ow. Ooh. Oh, that's fine. Ooh. We're still going? Oh, good lord. Okay, we were still going on that combo. Okay. The parry timings on this boss already seem way more interesting than the last one, though. I mean, obviously, this seems like a better put-together boss fight in general, but... In the middle of that package. Oh, that's a grab. You can't parry that. Quite sure what the visual indicator is on that last attack in that combo. That's his grab into, oh. Yeah, so he wants to grab you a lot. Oh, like that. He really wants to do this move. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, that's right. He does a slam after. It's kind of hard to tell when he's trying to impale you and when he's just trying to hit you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know in terms of parrying if there's a difference. Obviously, some bosses you can't parry their grab attack, I think. Bishop game. I don't need to request cooperation from the tracker. I can beat this guy fair and square by myself. Thank you very much. Nothing. There has been no indication here that I need backup to fight this guy, okay? Just because I'm dying almost immediately in Phase 2 on repeat does not mean I need help. Or that I somehow decided not to block any of that. That's a very fancy crab thing, this guy. Okay. Oh, no, that's... I saw it coming too. I didn't realize. I tried to parry it instead of dodging it. Ah, comes down so fast. Yeah, I'm really not doing that much damage, am I? It's fine. What do you think he's weak to? I'm slightly worried all of these things are weak to, like, electric blitz or something, because that's not really... Or that's the one I have not purchased, I think. For, grinders? Yeah. Let's try, fire. He's certainly not weak to, acid. There we go. I can at least put fire on the boss. Which is a definite step up from where we were previously. Honestly, Phase 2 looks kind of cool when it's on fire. Of course there's a slam at the end. Oh god. I can't see. I'm alive? Oh, that's right. Ow. Oh, man. Playing like an Elden Ring boss with all these, like, pull up out the ground and stuff. Alright, we got him. Oh, I see. You can stagger him and push him out of his phase 2. Okay, that's significant considering his phase 2 is incredible. Like, so much more dangerous than phase 1. It's not fun. You know, I think I've only seen him do that attack when up close, and I thought he was doing a new attack, but that was just his normal attack that he does. Shit. This boss is kind of cool. I like this boss. These, it's one of those, I feel like What really defines whether I'm liking the bosses in this game or not is whether they feel satisfying to parry or like to deal with their moves. And the like human bosses, I feel like never feel satisfying. Whereas these bosses, these are heavy attacks that are well telegraphed. You can see them coming, and if you miss, it's totally on you. Most of the time. Like some of the combos are pretty long. Like you can definitely see the attack coming pretty long. That's it. Chill. Okay, so I think this is a parry fest until you can stagger the boss and to get back. I think that's the vibe they're kind of going for with Phase 2. Wait, he has an attack in Phase 1? I think I've only seen him do it in Phase 2. Game. Like, oh, great, I'm stuck against the goddamn wall. Oh, well, he's doing the drag thing, which, luckily, didn't go. Wow, but the slam after is really fast and hard to time, so that did, but... Great. Why does it happen so much that you get stuck and you can't move? In this game, specifically. I know, I've noticed it a lot. Where you get pushed against the wall and the enemy is next to you, you cannot move at all. And it isn't a simple matter of, oh, I'm like backing up and I can't move. I'm trying to move sideways and strafe sideways, and it's not letting me. Maybe it's just, maybe enemies just like, their hitbox is too large. When they are, in terms of like, oops, I don't know, I got hit by that. shit. Cover me if I didn't need to, Let's see. Phase 2 raid. Oh. That's something different. Ow. I don't like that thing. That type hurts. Oh, you can parry his impalement attack. That's good to know. No! Well, that's definitely death. Stop doing that move, goddammit. He kept trying to impale me. I think that was like the 3rd or 4th time in that combo he tried to impale me. Jeez. Oh, man. This is a hard phase, too. I realize the game wants you to use the tracker, but I'm being very stubborn in not using it, so... The boss is fun enough. I'm upset, or not really struggling mentally because I'm from the boss. Yeah, except when I do stuff like that. With parries on things I really shouldn't with them, you know? Because I've seen them 1,000 times, I've parried them 1,000 times. Oh, fuck. You and your stupid... Oh, it's gonna do it more. Ow. Ow. Yeah, phase 2 is basically, alright, he does the attack a couple times, but he's also gonna do it like 5 more times. You know what it is? Phase 2, they really love Luxasia's overhead and underhand, like, under sword swing, over and under sword swing combos where she just like does it on repeat several times, speeding up each time with slight pauses in the middle. They really like Luxasia's combo there. That's kind of what this boss is doing to its team, is that kind of same sequencing. Ow! God damn it, man. I'm just like dying to the first combo phase 2 on repeat. Getting closer each time to surviving, but no dice. Plus 6. I like how I say that, and then I get hit by the first move he does. It's not even a hard thing to dodge. Okay, we're alive. We survived the combo. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, that was close. I almost whiffed getting there. Really need him to catch on fire there. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Ability back up. Alright, broke his weapon. GG! Hell yeah. Maybe. Okay, GG. Nice. That was a cool boss. I really like that one. That was fun. Bloody Cipher Machine, okay. Oh, not even an achievement. That was kind of a throwaway fight. Good lord, that took me forever.
May this creature which woke you showed great skill during this fight. I'm heading to Hotel Krat for now. I'm heading to Hotel.
Okay. Another cutscene. I don't mind these cutscenes on the image changing. Oh, well, that's very sudden. Okay. This is just it's weird. It's like it's flashing to when she was where we are right now.
I need more time.
Okay, so she's dying, obviously.
I'm coming, Romeo.
Either by petrification
I
disease
swear I
or
won't be late. Not
some
again.
other thing.
Not like I was with Carlo.
Okay, yeah, so this is after Carlo died and she was unable to save him. And then this is gonna be the death of Romeo. The enemy variety of this DLC is honestly so much better than the base game. It's crazy.
Well,
Oh, it's this guy.
if it isn't the lad who... Are you so very glad to know you? Like me, surely you've heard of the tragedy of the... And Veronique. To think, we disagreed on nearly everything. I must know.
Should follow him.
The legendary stalker. If you do, there may be a way... The Rose Estate. There was a tram here once. You can keep looking for it. But that tram to the Rose Estate, I had assumed Veronique's vanguard took it. But you might yet be in luck. This key was given to me by an alchemist before he claimed it opened a secret passage to the coast, just past the ruins. Not sure why I held on to it. One might say this place is where all But the alchemists found something else. Only mining puppets left in there now, still working.
Was.
As it happened,
Who is
I
this
took
guy?
a rather pointless detour. Veronique was my rival. But as I reflected, I've learned I'm no hero. There is no greatness within this coward's body. Oh, I've only heard rumors. I've heard alchemists found it sealed away. Now, I don't buy this, but perhaps that is why the alchemists...
Fascinating. How you doing? How's Overseer? Good. Good boss fight. I like it. I had a good time with it. Fun parries. Took me a second. It definitely wasn't like an immediate fight. I didn't summon whoever the stalker did, but...
Because it's, you know what? Never mind. Stop fighting.
Oh, no. Are
Nice
these
to know the
dogs we
tram's not
need
the
to bring
only way
back?
out, huh?
Oh, come on. Really? The cancel on... Why is that thing taking, like, no damage? Excuse me? Good lord. There we go. I kind of miss the zoo and the circus in terms of areas, but, you know, it's not terrible. What time is it? Oh. Wow, some of those are so slow that I didn't even think that they were attacks. Why is a mining robot attacking me anyway? And Veronique, terrible fight. Awful fight. I did not like that fight at all. But that's just par for the course of this game. It's human adversaries. Something? No, okay. Is that just like an alarm block? Fuck. Oh, was that an exploding on the snake up behind me? Oh. Okay.
Pretend you can't hear
Sadly, it appears to be malfunctioning, but I suppose it's fate. So, might I ask a favor, friend? Terribly aggravating is what it is. Anyway, can you come find me, friend? It's terribly aggravating is what...
Well, that seemed interesting. Okay. So someone's been trapped down below. Stargazer. Okay. Oh, nope. Alright, I'm heading out. Big League of Legends series is starting. HLE versus T1. I want to watch that, so... And I just like doing this while I'm also streaming. Hey, alright. Maybe not quite as out of the park tonight on the DLC as it was last night. The circus was fun. I liked the circus. It was a fun area to explore. The bosses were okay. We didn't... I'd say the areas were still good, though. Like, for their... what's the word? Straightforwardness, they're still reasonably interesting. The devs relied a lot less on, like, enemy traps in this game, I would say, or in the DLC, I should say, compared to the original game. Like, we haven't hit a single broken bridge that drops us into a pit full of enemies, or anything like that, which I do appreciate. Like, I think the enemy design in general has been much less cruel and inhumane in the DLC compared to the base game. I quite like the Overseer. Overall, I'd say the bosses in the DLC have been, solid so far. No real, like Veronique I didn't really care for, but it wasn't the worst boss in the world. Like, better than the human bosses in the base game, I would say, but still not really the type of fight I enjoy in this game. Overseer was good. And then the two bosses last night were good, not amazing. Like, they had some fun visuals and whatnot, but as fights, I think, they didn't, like, knock me out of the park. But I'd say the areas so far have been a pretty big step up. You completely skipped Markiona's second phase. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I encountered it once at one point. Like, she did it once, and I died. And then the winning run, I completely skipped it. I'm not quite sure how I did, but I did. She just never tried to use the move. So that might influence my opinion on that boss. But honestly, I feel like the gimmick of that boss could be really annoying. Good timing of when you destroyed her puppet? Yeah. Like, I think, well, obviously the scythe with its large, heavy attack that could hit both Markiona and the puppet consistently was incredibly valuable in that fight, let's be real. But no, I think that boss was, honestly, for the idea they were going for, I think it was well executed, because I could see that, like, gimmick or idea of that boss fight being incredibly obnoxious. Just having this random enemy buzzing around, flying around you, and, like, you can choose to just hit it instead of Markiona, but then you have another foe. So for a two-person boss fight, I think they did a surprisingly good job of generally indicating what the thing was if you just tunnel vision on Markiona. Puppet string she has makes the concept very readable. Yeah, I think that was a good implementation of that mechanic. I still don't think I still think I prefer a singular opponent that I'm looking at the entire time instead of something coming in from off screen. But for the implementation, I think that was about as good as you could hope for. So, well, I don't think it's like the perfect boss fight for what I would like to see. I think for what they're going for, they did a pretty good job with that boss. So, thumbs up to them. So, well, I think there hasn't been any boss in the DLC so far. I fought, 4, I guess, that have blown me away. They've all been, like, very fine bosses. my main takeaway is the areas in the DLC have been way more enjoyable than the areas in the base game. Like, I've had way more fun exploring the areas of this DLC than I did in the base game. We'll see if that changes. I think the zoo and the circus were like really top tier in terms of like fun things to look at and explore. The laboratory and this upcoming mine seem more back to the what's the word? Like dull grayness somewhat of the base game, but I still kind of like this color scheme they went for more here, if I'm being honest. It's everything still seems a bit brighter in the DLC, I would say. But again, the enemy placement was so much more fun in my eyes in the DLC so far. It's just I just really got tired of the enemy variety as well. It's just way better. It might just be due to the more compact nature, but it feels like they are progressing the enemy variety at a much faster click than they did in the base game, and that makes everything feel a lot fresher, I would say. Like, man, we saw all those zoo enemies. That was a ton of new enemies in the zoo, and we haven't, we've completely moved on from that. Will we go back to that? Probably at some point. It would shock me, maybe, but, like, the enemy variety has been really appreciated, I would say. We're definitely going to get maybe Marchiona's, like, arch puppets at some point, I'm sure. Those are definitely coming back. Yeah. I'd say those are kind of my, like, first impressions after 5-ish hours in the DLC. I don't know if I'm going incredibly fast. I don't think I am. I think I'm going at a pretty average speed, probably. But, yeah, definitely. So far, I'm having a good time with it. Even if I was salty at Veronique. Again, I was just, the moment I saw the boss, I was like, oh man, this is just all the bosses I didn't really like in the base game. It turned out to be a better version of that. You can answer, but I probably don't want it. What? On whether an enemy's coming back? Oh no. Wow. I'm playing the DLC. I'll see if an enemy comes back. I don't need to know on whether you're fast or not. Oh, I mean, I don't care. Like, you can answer if you want. It doesn't really matter. It's not like, okay, man, I got told I'm really slow. I need to up the speed a bit here, No, I can't do anything about it. Or I got told I'm fast. I think the bosses today really slowed down my pace. I think I was cruising last night. The bosses today definitely slowed down my pace compared to the other day. Coursing through pretty fine. No, yeah, like I said, I think I'm going at a perfectly fine speed. No real stumbling blocks per se, other than like a couple of the boss fights today I struggled a bit more on. Okay, anyway, I've had my end of stream think piece on the DLC so far. Yeah, here's hoping the areas keep being interesting, or at least certainly not. Well, actually, I'll say this. Final thing. The DLC has had a much better balance of area to boss space. I'll say that. That's one of the things in the base game, is there are some really long-ass sections in the base game with no bosses, where it's just areas. And if the areas were, like, really fun, that's fine. But, this isn't an Elden Ring where the areas and exploration and, like, the visuals hard carry, like, these things, Like, this isn't that, The DLC is at a much better, like, area to boss ratio, I would say. That might be another thing. There hasn't been this, like, good lord, the tower where you run through like an hour just to get to the next boss or something. Generally agree that they definitely learned to trim the fat of the areas. Yeah, that's actually, now that I think about it, that might be like the enemy variety, and then like the areas just feel a bit more concise. They're still interesting. You still have some unique navigation and items to find in the areas, which is something they did in the base game, admittedly. But like, they've trimmed the fat is a good way to put it. Yeah. Anyway, here's hoping to go back to Clown Town. That was fun. Apart from the the flame jungling clown. You went to Walmart and donuts. Nice. Don't need too many donuts. Yeah, sugar is gonna keep you up. All right. Anyway, all right. Now that I'm done rambling, thank you all for watching. Well, tomorrow's Father's Day, right? Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure what my schedule is gonna be. I might stream tomorrow, might not. Regardless, I'll definitely be back on Monday. I'm probably just gonna stream this DLC until I finish it. However long that may take me. Only time will tell. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I missed draft. Have a good night.